Okay, so this is the breakout session for the international collaboration discussion. I welcome you again, and I believe you must have a strong interest to building up the collaboration. Actually, what we are doing, these events is also provided the platform to the collaboration. But I think this is only the first step. You know, the first step is like everybody presents themselves to let everybody knows who they are and what they want and etc. But this is the first step. I think the second step might need to we need to discover what's kind of the model we want to collaborate. What's the individual interests from each members, and what you wish, what's your expectation to the General Secretariat to assess you to do some projects. So it's more like I'm here to listen to you, to have your advice or ideas or proposals. Okay, so who wants to begin?
Yeah, if it's possible, I would like to start.
Please,
did you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, hello to everybody. I think we have very interesting 5 days, and today it's kind of culmination, and this is good reason to discuss possible cooperation between the universities. And of course, pandemic didn't give us chance to realize some of the projects which need face-to-face meeting, or we can't realize our project supported by the network to organize festival of young theater directors. But I hope when pandemic will be over, we can come back to this idea. But what I would like to propose you now, this is we quite successfully start student festival. And I think that because our Arts Research Institute already have experience doing for last 10 year international student conference, I would like to you and already network member to start such kind of conference together. And this might be conference for master and PhD students in performing arts and already in interdisciplinary approach. And our aim when we create such kind of research conference was to bring together theoreticians and practitioners who would like to work in the sphere of research, and they can share their papers, their academic thoughts. And I think that according pandemic rules, we can start preparation for 22 as online conference, student conference, maybe the second part of the year, to have enough time for preparation, enough members. We can take, for example, beginning of December for such kind of conference, and then we can find out how we can bring this conference into the live conference. And I think that we as Art Research Institute can be initiators of this conference, already to do administration of this conference. But after pandemic, this conference could be hosted by network members. It could be travel conference, not only just in one place, but we can keep the content to invite practitioners and theoreticians from MA, PhD level, or even independent researchers. And it will be very good chance create conference already online, publication of the papers of the conference, and then we will complete. We will have student festival with our practitioners and already student conference for our let's say theoreticians and practitioners who have willing to do some theory. And my second proposal will be already to think to create placements for the students, because I think this is quite important issue to give chance to involve our students in different activities in different countries. And maybe we need to create such kind of platform for young managers, producers, any practitioners who would like to go for 1 month or maybe longer somewhere to do his practice, to do his placement, stage. And this will be already good if you can create kind of board with proposals from members who are willing to host such kind of students who would like to go somewhere. Let's say, two my proposals, and we can discuss more in details. Thank you.
Thank you, Levon. I make the note. Then I will make the note. Then we will need to reflect together and discuss. Okay.
Sure.
So
sure.
Someone else. Chris Gard, I see you raise your hand.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this gathering. It's been an extraordinary week, and thank you, Levon, for that proposal. I'm picking up one point inside your proposal that connecting producers, potential producers, into organizations with placements feels really important. And one of the things I would love to see through, in a sense, both ITI and ITI at UNESCO, is the way in which we find out who are the employers of the future. So who is training across the world within our different institutions to be the potential employer or creator of companies in the future? And can we connect them together by some means so that they know each other and they could potentially collaborate? And even though they may be tiny companies working out of their bedrooms, they could connect to each other using Zoom and in time be the employers of all of those people coming through our various institutions.
Thank you. Some special activities for the special targets. I think this is very important. Very important. Thank you. Someone else would like to talk?
Me.
Please.
Thank you. First of all, I am Hasmik. I represent Yerevan State Institute of Theatre and Cinematography, Armenia, Yerevan. I want to thank, first of all the organizers for this wonderful forum. It was very interesting, very creative. Thank you very much. It is obvious that a huge job has been done. Thank you. We appreciate all your efforts. And so what about the corporations? We are really eager to extend our mobility programs, and we want to extend, we want to cooperate with the new institutions. We want to get a chance to allow our students to study abroad, and we are really interested in credit mobility programs. So currently, we are organizing several mobility programs, and we want to extend these these mobility programs, and we are very open for these discussions. And my colleague has already told about our programs. Yesterday, she told about our programs which the Institute is offering. And so we want to do mobility programs for our partners if they agree.
Okay, thank you. I still remember, yes, the present yesterday, your colleague did, and also she spoke about this mobility program. Okay, I think she introduced it. And then if someone is not missed yesterday's presentation, you can go back to our internet to see the program, the presentation is there. And personally, I will also go back to read more and try to understand more and to see which we can do something about this topic. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Jason, you wanted to ask?
Yes. Hi, Tobias, and I also want to thank everybody for organizing this. On the first day, I did a presentation, and then my computer froze and my internet froze. But I believe you were able to share some of the videos. We have two international programs here at Bilkent University in Turkey. One is this ritual in ancient Greek performance workshop, which we invite all universities in the network to apply to come. It's a fantastic program, and maybe I can kind of give information where the network can share it so that it can be more visible to our members. Also, we have a International University Theater Festival every year, and I'm happy to say that in June we will resume that in face-to-face. And Levan, I think because we have a really solid structure in place, that maybe we could talk about in the future hosting your idea,
Sure.
bringing theorists and practitioners together.
With big pleasure, we can continue discussion in more practical details for it.
That would be great. So more information can be found on our website. In January, it'll be updated with applications. And as I mentioned before, our theater festival is non-competitive. It's open to everybody. The only thing we consider is technical requirements that we may not be able to provide. But all you have to do really is to fly yourself to Ankara, and we provide housing and meals and everything for all our participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Johnson. Any other suggestion or idea or opinion want to share? And I saw the ITI Executive Council member, Tatiana Asman, is with us. Maybe Tatiana, you would like to say something about this topic?
Yes, good day to everybody. Good moments with such a beautiful event. I have been following past days, and I have to say it's really, really inspiring to see you here, exchanging, talking to each other, presenting your work. I'm Tatiana Asman. I'm a dramaturg, work in a big institution of Ljubljana, Opera House, National Institution. I've been in ITI since a very long time, as a member of the Executive Council since 2008. So in a way, I'm aware of the past, how educational institutions were involved in the work of the ITI, and I was very happy to see it is moving in this new direction with all of you, and the network is expanding. It's really another dimension of practical and theoretical work we can see developing with the collaboration of ITI, which is really good. So I know some of the members of the network, our academy, my academy, the only academy in my country actually, was one of the founders of the network. You saw on the first day we have a new building, so apparently there's a new future for us as well here. And I'm really looking forward to whatever suggestions you might have. Executive Council, Secretariat, our President are always very open to any new ideas. I'm particularly interested in working with young generations, so this is another level of my interest, because this is the future for you and for the ITI as well. So I'm looking forward to your ideas. For sure, we will talk and discuss about possibilities we can develop together. And thank you all very much for being here with us and being together, especially at those days. Thank you.
Thank you, Tatiana. I also still remember that you made a big efforts to further your academy to the ITI Congress 2017, and we had a big show there, so great. And then I also remind everybody, I think in the presentation of the institution from Slovenia, and Aleš and he also showed us their new building, their new academy, and also he extended the very warm welcome and kind of the invitation to invite the old members to have some events there. So I really look forward. I think this is because this network really depends our members, because the network itself, if you speak about general secretariat, we only the manpower, we only the person, we only can do some work. It's like a herb, we connect everybody, but the source is from our members. So if some of you or our members, they have this source, they can contribute to the network to hold some events, or it doesn't need so big, even it's small, even it's just only can hold 4 or 5 academic and the institutions to be together to do some exchange. It's already good because it's happening. So I think this is essential. Okay, so Tobias, president of the network, and it's your floor, and you need to give us something. Thank you.
Well, I think we should prepare for after the pandemic, and I can see Bill Kent University also already says face to face, which makes me very happy. So what I think and what we did just before the pandemic catched us and put us in the cells, there we had two ideas. We had, okay, let's continue the student festivals, and I make a call to all of you. Student festivals are something that are very popular, are very good for the exchange of educators and also for exchange of students. Like that, whenever I have been at so many student festivals, it has a good dynamic, and if it's connected with workshops and from different parts of the world, this is something we are looking for. So what I was about to plan before the pandemic came was a dance student festival, something that just focuses on dance, because normally when you go to student festivals, it's theater. So to give the dance people a platform, that would be nice, but it can also be a multidisciplinary platform. But doing one of them, one student festival next year, I think it's almost a must. And that same thing, what you said before when you did the presentation, Zhongwen, we don't know where to do the next General Assembly at. And the General Assembly we did in Shanghai Theatre Academy and this in Shanghai was really something people to people, everybody was talking with each other, ideas were created, etc. A little bit similar to what we are doing, but we should do a General Assembly. And if we do a General Assembly, we do it with a conference. This is for sure. We pick up a theme that is burning, I don't know, in German we say under our nails. So we take something that is really of high interest and make a conference, and then the administrative part of the network is then also needed, but collaboration is the place. General Assembly is the place where where the collaboration can start. So this is what I have to say a little bit for ideas that were existing before the pandemic.
Yes,
can I just add one thing? Like, I think the beauty of this network is the international members. Like, we are really a worldwide network, and it was so interesting to see during these 4 days all the different kinds of people from all parts of the world, from the Americas, from Europe, from Asia, and from Arab countries, and Africa. Yes. Okay, Zhongwen.
no, I just want to think about the Levant's proposal, because Levant says already, actually Levant already proposed the online conference with a very specific theme. You already will think, you know, Levan. So you already know which way you want to do, which direction. And then I think this kind of things should happen. And the collaboration between you and the General Secretariat is more like you become kind of the main organizer, and we co-organize with you. Then we can send out the call, we can collect the participants, and then we can do something with you together for this online. For example, the first part, which is very practical, is next year maybe the world is not open and then people cannot really travel freely, so we can do it online as you suggest at first. And then after that we can think about to do the second part is the offline part. So for doing this offline part, I think we need to already try to find the host. It should be one of our members, and then put the program together. What do you think, Levan?
Yes, I think this is quite right direction for it. And if the members will be agreed to establish such kind of conference, we need regularity, because this is already quite important for the students who study on MA and PhD level, because they need experience in conferences. So you already need to have kind of their student publications, and we already need to know quite well the young and future generation who are coming, because it will be already kind of process of recruiting young people in our future activities, and I think this is quite good chance.
Yes, and you also speak about we should create kind of the space for the stagiaire, like intern, which they can really put their practice.
Yes, this is of course what already was catched by the London Institute, let's say Diploma for Producers. This program, I think this is already quite promising program, and the placement very often is part of curriculum for many universities. And I think a lot of universities looking for where to send their students for practical stage. I think, let's say, ITI office already needs time by time to have the young, let's say, stagiaires. And I think we can create kind of exchange space for universities who proposed placements and universities who looking for placements. And this will be kind of marriage of both interests. And it could be for producers, managers, stage directors. It could be very diverse, depending what we are looking for, because maybe we need young creative designers for the project, and already some designing faculties would like to send their students for this stage, and so on. I, for example, can propose any project which will be done by us, include our festivals for students. They can come during this or during preparation time and take part in preparation and so on.
Yes, I really think this is quite a good idea. If some of our members can offer this kind of opportunity, you know, to accept one or two stagiaires, like you said, offer this kind of like internship, okay, accept them
absolutely,
and welcome them, and then this is really the good things for the graduate or like the last year of the MA program students. So I think this is a very good idea. We can try to ask our members, and I believe some of our members, for example, the institutions or the research centers or the dance college, maybe they also welcome. This is kind of exchange. We're really exchange putting the action. It's not only exchange for the paper.
But we already can ask ITI members, because it might be that already professional theaters or professional institutions will be open to have students as interns.
Mhm. Yes, regularly we also receive some requirements from the universities to ask some kind of internship. And also for the ITI itself, I think if I'm right, Tobias, if I'm wrong, you correct me. You know, a lot of like research work about the historic of the ITI or a lot this kind of things we need. We need the people to a little bit the research. So I think it's a very good idea.
And you know, we already can use very well students from our network who study at the management department, because
Yes.
it will be very good. I think we need to involve students from management department, ever from BA level, just to be part of such kind of organization side. Because, for example, if we set such kind of platform for placements and internship, I think we need to invite students from management department who will run such kind of program for the network, because they need already to be involved in such kind of practical things.
Yes, yes. I make the notes. I think it's a brilliant idea. Tatiana, you raise your hands.
Yes, actually, this is very, very good idea, and I would like to share some experience we've had in our house. It's limited actually to European Union and to Erasmus program, but maybe the idea can work also elsewhere. I just received a wonderful book on mail, snail mail, from one Italian student who moved to China. And before he was trying to gather some experience and professional experience, so he addressed a request to our opera house, and he said, I would like to come to assist. I would like to see how the house works and so on. And for him, it was an opportunity to do it via Erasmus program. Erasmus program can have this bilateral contract. Is it institution or professional theater, or as you can see our opera house, for instance, or it is university, and then students can go and can participate in practical work in theaters as well. So we also had a singer here coming from Italy who did her Erasmus the same. So it covers some expenses for the students, but the main point is that they are able to cooperate with professional institutions and get the knowledge and experience. And also when we had a congress in Spain, one of our young members, he was still at the university at that time, he applied for Erasmus as well, so he was able to attend the congress. This is maybe a way how it can be done. It works for Europe, but I would like more to encourage you that this is a good idea. So it's up to you then to search for the possibilities within your countries, within your structures that you have for finances, for international exchange that you have. And for sure, this is a lot of work from your side to do. It's not, everything is not up to students, I believe. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing this. Thank you very much.
I think we can think already to find, maybe to create kind of strategy for the special fundraising for such kind of program, because Tatiana is right. In Europe there is Erasmus Plus, and it gave a wonderful possibility to all European students. But maybe we can create kind of small financial fund where we can find out where we can get some funds as starting point to create, maybe let's say 5 or 10 travel bursary during the year for the young students, and already members can provide with let's say, accommodation and maybe meals. Mostly universities who have campus, for them it will be very easy to make such kind of combination. But anyway, I think we already need to think about creating something like Performing Arts International Fund.
Lavan, you need, yes, thank you.
We need to think about such kind of fundraising strategy to create maybe international donors or something like, to create such kind of funds for independent activities in different geographical areas. And maybe through big international foundations, we can get some donation to create such kind of funds, which after will give such kind of small grants for the different activities.
Yes, for sure. For
I,
sure.
I take the word. Zhongwen, can I say something?
Tobias, you can, but can you after the Marie Anderson, I think, can you?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for all this information. This is the first time being around this week. I'm a student in CHEN, Master Theater, so next year, hopefully, I'm going to be done. I found this topic very interesting regarding a place for students actually to come together, also probably in other geographical place, because I'm actually dealing with such topics, and this is one of my master project, which I am working forward to establish something like that, a place whereby it's going to be like in West Africa, whereby students, not only students, but everybody who is really interested in art, independently in what different direction of study it might be producing or acting or music or everything that has to do with art generally. They can meet truly there at one point and collaborate and produce, and also in combination with accommodation, a place to stay and live together and truly work. I think this is very productive, such a combination. Yeah, that's also what I'm really looking forward to, and I'm going to start that next year. And my question is, question according to membership, is it just institutions who are actually a member of this network, or also like independent individuals or who are not student in particular institution can also be a member, you know, for such a collaboration? How does it work?
Great question, and I think it's right now for the president Tobias. You can answer the question and give your comments.
You should become an ITI member in Switzerland. I think it's difficult because we have to follow the UniTwin rules that's from UNESCO, and they have quite strict rules. They say it's a higher education network, and it can be research institutions or it can be higher education institutions. So this is a little bit what you have to follow. And I think you can for sure be informed through the newsletter, etc. But for participating in it, from UNESCO isn't us the chance to say we have individual members. So that's the situation. But I have no other answer. I have no other answer for that.
Okay, yeah, the answer, because like for example, if I wasn't a student now, for example, from CHEN, I wouldn't really be aware of all this. I didn't know. So that's why my question, like how can people be also a member where, I don't know, UNESCO, who is like in charge of all these, or such an idea, if one comes up with such an idea of creating cooperation whereby people of art can really meet together, you know, in a certain place and work together. And yes, if one comes up with such an idea or already is kind of working towards that, like in my case, like how can I now become, I don't know, like do I have to really only be a student to some institution, or can I really like come up with this idea and say, yeah, I'm doing this, and I don't know.
Mary, I think one thing is always possible. If you're a student at the Zurich Hochschule der Künste, you can participate in whatever you want. Like this is clear, and you can raise your voice as long as you are. Then afterwards, you have to maybe just arrange with your colleagues at the Hochschule and say, oh, I would like to be connected, and then you are part of it. That's a little bit the principle. And we can discuss in the board, and we can discuss, can we do something special for young people? I think I take this up. If I may, I think slowly the other people are coming back. I want to say something why I think this project of having people who go to do internships, that has been very successful in ITI. And I heard from it because Mario Espinosa, who is now the leader of the Mexican university, a theater university, he told me that when he was young, that the Goethe Institute and ITI Germany invited him from Mexico to go to theaters, to work with the stage directors there, and that he learned a lot. And he was for 1 year, 3 months in Berlin, 3 months in München, and another 3 months in 3 months in other theaters. And he said that was the best in my education. And I think we need to, ITI can connect with the theaters. I think we are more connect. We should also connect with the theater, but we are a network for higher education institutions. So ITI should take this up, the ball that Levan and Tatiana and everybody voiced here, and connect with theaters and give them and make this platform, Levan, where people can say, oh, I look for something, and then I think that will be a little bit tough work, but when we are working together with other institutions like Alliance Française, Goethe Institute, Instituto Cervantes, etc., Pro Helvetia, then if we have enough strength, enough manpower, woman power, then that could happen, so that we can say, okay, students who want to go to another place, they can, but students who want to do something practical in a theater, let's say producing, let's say dramaturgy, say something else, that would be a brilliant idea. I think we should follow that. Zhongwen, I give back to you.
Okay, so I give back to everybody because I have no more things to speak. So
I will just respond to Tobias. Thank you, Tobias, that you remind that this always was very successful. And I think that in past I was part of the big project was called the Artistic Clearinghouse. And there is a kind of practice how to create such kind of platform. And if there will be, of course, a wheel of ITI and you, Tobias, I think maybe we can already create kind of meeting with potential donors and something like this, because to have at least very small amount to give the bursaries, it will be very helpful, and I'm sure that it will be very successful, because students and already exist institutions need such kind of marriage. They need to be linked with young generation from different countries, because this is best practice for diversity, for cultural dialogue, and I sure that it could bring a lot of new ideas and collaborations. But of course, students need some kind of basic support to give them for travel and to stay. And at least this is not big money. And it's possible already to get such kind of donations from different institutions and big international organizations.
Yes, I also think we need to consider the donation in a different form. You know, it's not just only the funds, because if the institution, they can offer the place to stay, or they can offer the canteen for the food, or they can offer the job. This is already kind of the donation, you know. So the donation doesn't directly means you need to pay the money. You just, if you welcome people, host them, this is also already, and give a tutor to lead them. This is already kind of the donation. So this, I think it should be, this is really the brilliant idea. I appreciate a lot. And I think that this is really puts the exchange on the practical way. It's not just speak exchange, or it's not just the paperwork. It's really make the people to experience this, the different cultural diversity or whatever, you know. So I appreciate a lot this idea, and I think maybe we needed to further develop to see the possibilities. This is my reflection about this project. Yes. So someone else?
Sorry,
Yes,
I have a question.
please.
And about the participants, how participants will be chosen? To which criteria they should correspond in order to be part of this international event? Or all those who want to participate, they are free to participate?
This is the question for about the contributions. Okay, so I can answer you. Until now, we don't charge our members for the like contributions, but I don't think it can last forever because it's like since our network expanding very quick, and we have more and more members join it, and this, I think I cannot answer you because this is also, it's the issue we are going to discuss with our board and to see which way we develop the structure. But to become a members, we also have certain criteria. It's like Tobias mentioned, there should be the the institution for the arts or the research center, and also the activity should have the alignment with the UNESCO goals, and also you have the, I think it's kind of the criteria, and you might can find it in our ITI UNESCO network website, or if not, I will find it to send to you also for you. But you are coming from the Yerevan, and they are already, it's a university. You are already the member of the university. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Silent.
I don't know how long is the breakout session. I have no idea.
We have it's until 10:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if it's a free talk. If everybody prefer to be silent, we're silent, or we can have a rest. Just wait somebody come back. 10:30 will be everybody come back this big room. Then we are going to have an open space. But again, the open space is also for having your voice. Okay.
Aditi has the hand, huh? Aditi?
Hello,
Aditi, yes, please.
hi. I don't know if this is relevant to what I just wanted to share something that we've done here in India, and especially when we are talking about international collaborations and possibilities. So through the pandemic last year, I happened to work with 4 dancers in Pune in India, and 1 dancer who joined us from France, and they performed live in both these places. So the performance was in a physical space as well as online, which was projected, and it was also supported and funded by the Goethe Institute and the Alliance Française. And so I just want to share that experience of collaborating with an international artist, which was also funded. And in another a few months, when travel opens up, we will be traveling with this performance. And taking from what Tobias was saying, and what is sort of being, I think the possibilities of creating work with international collaborators, especially with these agencies who can then support your creation, like funding wise, and because it's very difficult to find monetary support. And over and above that, even when we host our festival here in Pune, it's an international festival, and we invite guests. We've had collaborations with organizations that have funded and helped us, not through money, but in kind, in terms of supporting travel, in terms of supporting their artistic fees, in terms of hosting the stay. And I think that's a wonderful way of just trying to reach out and meet each other halfway. So I just wanted to share an experience, and I think it's wonderful to now explore the possibilities of online and offline, like both the hybrid format of work, especially because of the pandemic. That I mean, earlier it was a restriction, but now it's a choice. Now you can choose which part of it you want it to be in a physical space, and what part has to translate online. And I think it's an interesting way ahead for international collaborations. So just that.
Yes, I saw the video which the Passad showed us, and I saw you in the video, and it was beautiful. Thank you for your sharing.
Yeah.
And Chris, you want to say something, Chris?
Thank you very much. And Aditya, picking up on a choice now as to whether you're online or on the ground. I think I mentioned during my short presentation that I run a mailing list for producers called Producers Pool, which is effectively now 700 producers around the world, independent producers. And as I'm hearing this conversations over these few days, I'm realizing that there's a real connection. But one thing that we have been starting to do now is to have meetings that are both on Zoom and on the ground. And we've begun a network that's in New York, and a network that's in London, and a network that's in the cloud, and managing to put them together into simultaneous meetings, which can make it very accessible for people who don't want to be in the ground space yet, or can't get to the ground space because of access issues of any sort. So it feels as if that connecting of independents who might be sitting, as Corey was saying earlier to me, in their garage creating something, or they might be sitting inside an institution, feels like a really powerful opportunity for ITI to become the network of choice across the world, which is fantastic. That was really just a comment rather than a series of questions.
Thank you.
Chris, you are our new member, huh? You are our new member. You just joined us like 2021, this year.
Yeah, I'd like to say I'm your youngest member, but I'm not sure.
But I'm really appreciate. I see like 5 days, every day you connect with us, you followed up, and you participate, and we know you more. This is also very, very nice part of this event. We know a lot of new members through this event. I think this is the benefits I call benefits, which is pandemic bring us, because we give the others more attention. If we have the side meeting, too many people, and you distracted by everything, and then you really don't, sometimes you don't get so concrete information, not because we are online and we are so eager to connect with each other. Then when the people speak, we give the full attention to listen and try to understand, and then indeed we got more, we know more. This is my personal experience. Maybe on site I always run everywhere, so sometimes I missed the chance to get knowing people more. But online it's always like I be quiet, I can sit, I listen, and then I know more from our members. this is, and also I found that the activity we're organizing is also more than ever. This is also one thing, and during the pandemic, we're so eager to connect with each other, so we do it. Okay, the Gahe Mitong, is it the wrong? It's the good pronunciation. It's your turn.
I just want to echo what you were just saying and everybody's sentiments here about the openness and the richness of collaboration, because speaking from my own experiences with conferences and networking events in the States, it is very often closed. People are sort of busy with their own particular projects, and you don't get a great sense of a welcoming mood or an invitation to collaborate on a project or an initiative. And that's okay. I know personal research and projects are important to our development as well, but I just want to say a big thank you. I mean, here representing Texas Tech University, as well as Corey Lawson here in the room, I know personally I have networked already over these last few days with a few individuals that I would have never had access to, and to learn what they are doing in their corner of the globe, and also to share what I am up to and what we are up to as a university. So I just want to say a big thank you. I think this is such an important conference, an important event, and I hope that conferences in the States can learn something from this kind of conference and this sort of sharing and openness, because I'm sick and tired of the sort of closed off nature of academic theater in the States, to be quite frank. Just a big thank you to all of you to organize this.
Thank you. Thanks for your the participation, and it's really, and your words make me happy, really, because this is also the aim of us to organize such events. You know, it's really like no hegemony, no like juge, how to say, like I don't know how to say, like don't really already criticism or whatever, you know, it's equal, everybody here, cultural diversity, no best, no worst, everyone is here, we share, we open. And this is I call love. So this is really beautiful. This is the beautiful part of this event, I guess. And of course, it's because of you, your participation, because of you, your contribution to make it happen. Yes. I think the people remind us 5 minutes, we'll breakout session will end it, and then we're going to into the open space. So I said the breakout session ended, but our connections never end. So just really through after this event, keep in the connect, write to me or write to our office, and if you have any events, beautiful or not beautiful news, just send to us, and then we want, because we want to create a kind of newsletter to share with our members, to promote your events, also to promote, to link each other together. So us is only a stage, you are the actor. If the actor don't come to the stage is always empty, no use. So this is the aim of the secretariat. So voila, this is what I want to say.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So after it's the open space, Tobias will be the moderator, and I think there will be like kind of some projects present, and then we need to say goodbye. I really look forward to this pandemic ended, then I can visit our members, you know, I can visit you in really inside, we can really discuss, sometimes maybe we can organize a small events in your university or, you know, in any university. It's not necessary to be a big, but it should be connected. This is the aim for this network.